Hello, hi, I'm Hazel Oddies, and I'm currently working on making a MIMIKYU plush army. In today's video, I am going to be finally finishing made to order. 79 MIMIKYUs, 5 months of sewing. Let's finally finish this. And I'll be starting off by showing off this Riolu. Finally done. And here's a shiny Gumi. Super cute. And the Rattata actually was bought, so I get to package this one up and send this one off to its new home now. That's exciting. But yeah, no, I had a very busy weekend last weekend. With work, I was tabling at Boston FIG, which is the Festival of Indie Gaming in Boston. I was there showing off my game that I've been working on, which is completely separate from the MIMIKYU stuff. I've been with this team for almost 9 years now, actually. I do the 3D modeling, rigging, and animation for them. And we have a game called Null Point Protocol that we are currently trying to get a demo out for. We are getting very close, but it's not quite there yet, but we do have a playtest demo, and hold on, I need to find... so yeah, we have a playtest demo, but like, you know, I had to, gather everything and pack everything, and make sure everything was working, and then stuff wasn't working, so then I had to fix it. And then, like, you know, I had to use my desktop and take that, and then I stole the TV out of the living room. So just, like, lots of stuff, and then, of course, afterwards, I had to, put everything back, put everything away. I might need to print something out so I know actually where this is. I might need to extend these lines. But Fig went really well. A lot of people played it. They seem to like it. There's stuff we still have to fix, which we're working on fixing for the public demo. But, yeah, and now I am finally back to making MIMIKYUs. I finally finished the Fuecoco, so I have 14 left. So these are all made to order that I opened up in August. So August 2nd. I'm still working on the ones that I got on August 2nd. So, custom Sylveon here. I have a Jumbo Gumi that's almost sewn and a XL Shiny Virizion, which I'm working on sewing, as well as others. I also have a custom Leafeon with a brown base. And just, yeah, it's goal for today. I took today off from work, so goal for today is to just get as much sewing done as possible. Hopefully get everything cut out and to the machine sewing phase, and this weekend will be the machine sewing phase. And then next week will be hopefully just hand sewing. And there's probably going to be some that I'm taking home because I'm going home on the 20th. I'm going to be home until, probably not until New Year's, but I'm going to be home for a bit. So I need to take all the sewing home. And yeah, I need to print some stuff out for this one so that I can get sewing, and I will hopefully remember to check back in. I definitely have not been doing that. I've not been, I haven't been video editing, I haven't been recording things. It's there's so much. I need to work on Christmas gifts this weekend. I need to work on Christmas gifts this weekend. That'll probably be tomorrow, actually, which means I need to sew as much as possible, which means I need to stop yapping. And here is Fuecoco done. This is the first time I've made a Fuecoco. I think it looks a bit derpy, but also like completely on brand for this Pokemon, so I think it's cute. I hope the customer likes it. Again, first time I've made it, so this little one is going off to its new home alongside a medium Eevee. Here they are packaged up. Okay, so Fuecoco has been sent to the post office with the Eevee. Here is inserted clips if I did not show that alright. Anyways, what I plan on doing next is I plan on doing, first of all, the heads and bodies for everything, but specifically the heads for all the ones that have embroidered eyes. If you can see on these, they have water-soluble stabilizer. I need to essentially spray them down with water to get rid of the stabilizer, and you wait for them to dry, and then I need to iron them, because right now the eyes are wibbly-wobbly, and they need to not be, and I prefer stuffing them first and then ironing on top, but they need to be dry for that. So I have 4 jumbos, these 3 XL, 1 large that has embroidered eyes, and then 1 medium that has embroidered eyes, which might not need ironing, but I still need to do the stabilizer. So I'm gonna go through and do the heads for all these guys, which shouldn't be too many more. I think it's 2 more jumbo, since I have 2 here. The shiny Gumi and the shiny Alcremie. So I just need to do the 2 more jumbos, which is a bit involved. It's a Giratina and a Mudkip, so I need to do all the color changes. And then it's a Dreepy and a Ditto. Large Dreepy, medium Ditto. So, the plan is to essentially get all the heads done. And, make it so that I can spray them down tonight, iron them tomorrow, and then move on with hand sewing more. And this is a fun image right here, just with all the heads embroidered and sewn. But anyways, that's what I'm going to be doing, and then probably going to just go through and do all the heads and bodies for everyone. That'll help me double check, make sure I have all the bases, all of the black parts. This one's specifically for Ditto. And then I can go through and start doing ears, tails, whatever else needs to be done. But like Gumi's completely sewn. With Virizion, I just have like 3 more pieces that need to be sewn. Leafeon needs the ears and tails, for example. The Sylveon actually just needs the ribbons and bows done. The Alcremie needs like everything done. The Alcremie's one of the hardest ones, but Giratina probably still takes the cake, so. But, yeah. That's what I'm doing. And I do have some medium ones. I have 3 mediums left. The Ditto, once I do that, because it's probably mostly going to get sewn today, will be very quick. I have a medium Shadow Lugia and the medium Darkrai. Those are all probably going to get done sooner rather than later because they're the easier ones. The Gumi's also one of the easier ones, actually, because it's just head, body, and then the 4 antenna, and that's it. As opposed to the Sylveon, which is 2 ears, a little ear tuft thing, tail, 4 ribbons, and 2 bows. So, but anyways, I am done yapping. I am going to keep sewing. Alright, I got most of the heads machine sewn. I even got Ditto entirely machine sewn. The only one I'm missing right now is Mudkip, which I'm going to do right now. And then I just need to stuff and iron all these later. There are a few still that don't have embroidered eyes that I still need to machine sew. So I'm also going to be working on those and just doing the heads and bodies for just all of them, and then I'll go back through, do the ears and tails. Oof. Okay. Working on 4 Jumbo and 4XL at the same time is a lot. No, it's 3XL. I lied. But still, 4 Jumbo, 3XL is a lot. I clearly do not have enough space for this, as you can see. That being said, first update. This one, the eyes look, first of all, too big and too far apart. I'm going to go back into the embroidery file. I'm going to fix that. However, I am waiting on this hot pink fabric. I'm waiting on more of it. It's coming in Wednesday. Today's Monday. I'm scared, however, that the fabric will not match the colors. Thankfully, customer already responded. They love this. If they're fine with this head if something happens. So if the color doesn't match, then I'm just going to go with this head. I do still need to make the rest of the pieces though, so having more of the pink fabric would be appreciated. That being said, I did get everything ironed. No issue. So I do want to get some done to get them out of the way because, again, there's too many here. So Ditto is going to be the first one. It's going to be very quick to hand sew. I just need to hand sew the bottom here, stuff it, and then sew that closed. And that's it. That's all it's going to take to finish this one. So I'm going to get this one done, get sent out, and then I'm going to work on the other 2 mediums. So so Shaolugia, which is a solid amount of hand sewing, but it's medium size, so it shouldn't take too long. So I'm gonna, after I finish the dough, I'm gonna work on that one. And then I need to work on the Darkrai because that one's also going home with the Shaolugia. And then I have this custom colored Glaceon, which I love how this one's coloring has been turning out. It's gonna look so cute. I also want to finish this one, and I know this one's a gift. I'm gonna message the customer, see if they want me to send this one ahead of time, because it's that one going home with the XL shiny Leafeon, which I still need to do the ears on, and then also a Litwick, which I have not started. So I'm gonna ask if they want this one early. I can send them separately. I do also want to finish the Cramorant and the Dreepy and the Virizion and the Goomy and this and that, and I desperately want to get these done, get these sent out, but I do not want to rush them. I really don't want to rush them because I've kind of been rushing them, and now, like, I feel like I'm having to redo stuff, and, like, the Giratina's head looks so misshapen, and I don't know if I need to redo this, re-embroider it, to re-sew this, or if adding the extra pieces on, because it's an altered version, I don't know if adding the extra pieces will essentially hide the weird shape. I'm hoping that's the case, but I need to sew that and see. Otherwise, I'm going to have to redo the head. So, I have a lot. I also still haven't edited last week's, not even last week's video. It's like last month's video at this point. So, I also need to finish my actual work hours. I need to finish my actual work hours this week. So, I've just been looking at this because this is a huge pile of just plushies. I'm gonna figure out if I can, like, put them in, like, a container or something off to the side. So just whatever clean thing I have that can contain them. So that I can put them off to the side so that I can have space to work. So, but yeah, no, 14 plushies, 4 jumbo, 3 XL, 3 medium. I've lost count of where I'm at. I think that means like 4 large ones. Yes. 1, 2, 3, and the Litwick is 4. So, yeah. All right. I was sewing for like 17 hours straight yesterday. I did not finish everything that I needed to do. I went to bed around like 1 a.m. and I still got up at 6:30 a.m. today, so we are doing good. Surprisingly though, I do feel well rested enough. Definitely tired. Also definitely drinking some caffeine right now. But regardless, I did finish these, was the 6 here, that are ready to be sent off. So I will move the little ones real quick. I'll also show these individually. But I have 2 XL, 1 jumbo. So shiny Leafeon with brown accents instead of the black. Jumbo shiny Gumi, and then an XL shiny Virizion, which is new. So I'm pretty sure all the videos are vertical, not horizontal. We'll see. But I will show these off. The Leafeon specifically is like 17 inches tall with the ears. It's amazing. Do not know what I would ever do if someone ordered like a jumbo with like one of the ones with the big ears, like the Leafeon or an Espeon. Flareon's tail would be so big. Eevee as well. But then they also ordered a custom colored Glaceon with the idea that it looks like black ice. I do not think the camera does this color justice. It's called Deep Sea. It's like a very dark bluish greenish, and I think the camera picks it up more as blue. Or is just showing up as black. Try getting it a bit closer, but yeah, it might be showing up a bit more blue on camera, but it's very bright color IRL. And then medium Darkrai, which I've already made a medium Shadow Lugia. So cute. Not my favorite size for this one, I don't think. I do prefer, I think, the large ones, but this is absolutely adorable. It's so small. The details are so tiny, which I think is just why I prefer a large. But that's my first medium size. It was a lot faster to sew up though, which is great. So I'm going to get these 6 packaged up, and then I do actually have some more machine sewing that I need to do and some more pieces that I need to cut out. I just need to cut out the pieces for the Dreepy real quick, and then I need to get as much machine sewing done for the Sylveon and Alcremie as possible because I still haven't done those. So I'm going to package these ones up and hopefully get the rest going. I am heading home to my parents' house, which is why I've been crunching with the sewing. I'm also absolutely just doing this to myself. My parents would be totally fine if I waited and went home like early tomorrow morning, but I want to go home today, so I'm ready. I just need to make sure I take all my sewing home so that I can finish over winter break. I am finally done. It is the Monday after Christmas. I believe it's the 29th. Could be wrong. I need to clip the threads here. But besides just double checking these ones for any loose threads, any little bits of fuzz connected to them, hanging off them, and just double checking my work, these last 7 Mimikyus are finally done for May to order. You can hardly see this one in the back, but I will show them off here soon in a bit. But 3 jumbos, 1 XL, and 3 large are finally done. I'm about to take pictures and videos and package them all up, send them home. Finally. This round of Made to Order, there was 79 Mimikyus. I started August 2nd. It is December 29th. That took me, what, 5 whole months basically? Yeah, 5 whole months. But I'm finally done. I'm definitely showing these off, especially the 2 big ones and this one. I am never doing that again. 79 Mimikyus is way too much. I don't know what I was thinking, setting the limit to 100. I'm glad I didn't do 100. I wanted these done before November. That definitely did not happen. But I finished before the new year, at least. I was desperately trying to finish before Christmas. Again, that did not happen, but I had a very nice Christmas break. I was at my parents' house. I took these 7 with me. They were watching Christmas movies with me while I was sewing them. I did take Christmas off. I was playing Legends ZA basically the entire day, unless I was playing Mario Kart against my parents. And it was a nice time. We didn't do much. We probably should have done more, but the weather was also not super great, so regardless, these are now finally done. I need to take pictures and videos, and I'll show them off individually because they deserve it. And yeah, I'm finally going to get these packaged up. I, however, might not have boxes for those 2 in the back, especially the Alcremie. We will see. I might have to go to Home Depot to get a box because I'm not risking it by taking one out for recycling. Also, here is a better look at just the 3 jumbos. So I'll still show them off individually as well. The Giratina looks so short compared to the other 2. Just gonna pick him up by his football head. I will say, Yell Creamy is top heavy, but can still stand on her own. Okay, so I do want to talk about this one. So this is based on someone's Sylveon Sona OC, basically, you know, birthday cake themed. So we got the sprinkles, the pink color, bit of like frosting-esque waves on the ribbons as well, similar to the frosting on the ears and the tail. And we have sprinkles all along the bottom of the body. They had given me both a like Mimikyu version reference of their character as well as just the character reference as well, which is wonderful. And of course, I do love my magnets. The whipped cream wasn't really sure whether to actually sew it on or not, so I just made it magnetic. And yeah, this Cutie Pie took a while. I'm using her as like a base for how to price commissions. See how much extra work all the embroidery and stuff would be. So, but definitely worth it. The character was so cute, I just want to make it. And yeah, oh, also the pink underbody, which I did that for the Leafeon and Glaceon, which I showed last. I either showed that in this video earlier on, or it was last video, I forget which. But yeah, this Cutie Pie, so adorable, and it's an XL, which is my favorite size, personally. It's like big enough to squish and cuddle, but it's not as big as the jumbo, so it's not like too much. I don't know, I prefer this size. So this one finally gets to go home. I've been back and forth with the customer showing pictures. They're so excited. It's very nice. Like, I love it when, I don't know, people are just like, you know, all caps or like keyboard mashing. Like, it brings me so much joy to see people's reactions to my Mimikyus. So, especially when it's like a custom thing like this, it's so nice. And so, but yeah, that's the Sylveon. And like I said, everything, love the magnets. I definitely love adding magnets to my Mimikyu. So yeah, but there she is, there she goes. She's gonna get put into a bag and then a box. Keep her safe. Alright, pitches and videos are all done. They're all in bags. The bags are to protect them in case anything happens to the boxes. Some of them just barely fit. This one's poor beak's getting squished. It's fine, I promise. They go through a lot during the sewing process. Being bent out of shape for a little bit should be fine, though I do try to avoid it, especially for the thinner pieces. but that one's beak will be fine, I promise. They can handle a solid amount of squishing and cuddling. She fits in the box, I cannot believe it. Oh my gosh, so does Giratina actually. They fit in these like longer boxes I have. Amazing. Alright, everyone's packaged up, they all fit in boxes, and with that, I'm actually going to end the video here. I am going to take a well-deserved break, so it might be a bit before the next video is out, but regardless, thank you all so much for watching, especially if you made it here to the end, and I will see you all again in the next video. Bye-bye!